Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the North Main Minute. I'm Joshua Dobie. Big item from a planning standpoint. We're dealing with it all the time, especially with our younger clients. Has to do with planning and strategy around how to manage student loans. Student loans, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, and yes, that is some level of commentary associated with it, are literally the single highest consumer debt item we have in the country right now. And so when we're looking at that kind of thing, we have to be mindful of it. It is a big impact, especially to young folks who are early in their careers, where student loan payments may be a significant portion of their overall net income need on a monthly basis, meaning they have to segment a pretty significant amount of their monthly net income to managing their student loan payments. Now, I'm saying all of that to say there are a couple of things to keep in mind with student loans right now that apply to just about everybody. First, the deferment aspect, both on interest accumulation and payments. The deferment aspect has been extended to June 30th for federal loans. Not for private loans, but for federal loans, has been extended to June 30th. So you probably already aware of that if you have federal loans, but definitely want to keep that in mind if you're not, that it has been extended to June 30th at this point. And I say at this point because it's been extended several times coming out of COVID, going through COVID and coming out of COVID. So definitely a different dynamic, but at this point, that's been extended through June 30th. Second item that you want to keep in mind as well, and this has to do with this broad idea of forgiveness, student loan forgiveness, the possibility for forgiveness, still unresolved as of the time of this recording, meaning it's still working its way through the court system. There have been several challenges to it. How does it get paid for? Who's responsible for it? Meaning, where does it come out of the budget? Because if you have forgiveness over here, it's only because somebody on the other end is going to be paying for it, or some bodies on the other end are going to be paying for it. So that part of disagreement at this point has not been resolved, so we're still waiting on that. And what we've been saying to folks is wait and see. We have literally no indication at this point whether it's going to be some, whether it's going to be most, whether it's going to be all, for whom it's going to apply and what measures. All of those kinds of things still very much in flux. So stay tuned on that. And then the last item that we definitely want you to keep in mind, if you have some of these federal loans which have been in deferment, in some cases for over 2 years at this point, make sure you're planning to budget as those things turn on again. Meaning if there's not forgiveness of any kind and all of a sudden you are now required to make those payments into your student loans, which maybe you haven't done for a couple of years, please budget for it. I know it's a big number. It's something maybe that, again, you haven't had to worry about it for the last couple of years. So maybe you've rolled that amount into your overall personal expenses for other things, whether it's for rent or for cars or for housing or food or entertainment, whatever it may have been. Please be aware that as that spigot turns back on in terms of the demand for that monthly payment, you're going to want to make sure that that's part of your overall monthly budget. If you'd like to reach out to us at North Main Financial Group, perhaps take a look at how your student loans fit in with your overall planning. It's a big one. I mean, in many cases, they're larger than mortgages in terms of outstanding balances associated with them. So definitely an important part of your overall financial plan, how you manage them, how you get them paid down, and eventually get them paid off. We'd love to hear from you, northmainfinancial.com.